Takyiwaa Manuh, I had introduced myself.
Right.
I'm a member of the concerned Ghanaians.
Okay, thank you.
So, you have disallowed any questions on the article 1 so I'm going to the question that Honorable Dominic Ayeni had asked about what we made of the opinion poll conducted by the CDD that showed that 93% of Ghanaians would not want to have a gay person as their neighbor. And I'm saying that it is all false with the Pew Research Center result that the representative of the Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council also cited, which put Ghana among some very unenviable countries in the world, such as Jordan, when it came to the abuse of LGBT persons. Now, such views found expression when Ghana underwent its Universal Periodic Review before the UN Human Rights Council in 2017 in Geneva. And this was following the report of the UN Special Rapporteur on Human Rights and a visit to Ghana. And at the end of it, there were 3 issues that were put to Ghana: either to legalize same-sex marriages, decriminalize same-sex relationships, or protect the rights of LGBT people. Ghana elected, as it was its right, not to legalize same-sex relationships, not to decriminalize same-sex relationships, but undertook to protect LGBT persons. What we are part of our argument is that indeed this bill would go against the undertaking, the voluntary undertaking given by Ghana to protect LGBT persons by enacting a bill such as this one. And I think that events of the last few weeks have demonstrated to all of us what is in store for persons who are LGBT. Now, a lot has been said about alphabets and the never-seeming identities. And this is because in the bill, there is a real confusion between sexual orientation, gender identity, gender expression, and sexual characteristics. When you're talking about intersex people, you're talking about sexual characteristics. When you're talking about gays and lesbians, you're talking about sexual orientation. When you're talking about transgender people, you're talking about gender identity and expression. And somebody asked in relation to the issue of population, that I think it's Honorable Agalga, that, transgender people can have children. Lesbians can have children. So I think part of the problem with this bill is that it has so little. Please let me finish. I didn't interrupt you when you were speaking.
Go ahead.
Yes. So when this bill has so little empirical basis, there are a body of scholars who work on some of these issues in Ghana, both Ghanaian and non-Ghanaian scholars. None of them has been cited in any of this. When it suits us, like over the last few weeks, we have been inundated with videos and things from everywhere in the world, which does not tell us about the situation in Ghana. The Ghana AIDS Commission tells us that there are 276,000 persons who identify as gays and lesbians. And it is from that pool, that research, that the 5.4% that Mr. Akoto Ampao cited as being HIV positive came from. So we really need to be factual. This is another world, do so much to people. Therefore, it is important that we stand on firm grounds when we want to do something. We don't just imagine. Every day we change the data. Recently there was, on Ghana Facts, there was a claim by one of the main proponents of this bill that 8 out of 10 people who have HIV/AIDS in Ghana are gay or bisexual. And it is not true. That is where the 5.4% came from, and they spoke to the head of the Ghana AIDS Commission. When it was put back to the proponent, he says, this is just a figment of the gay and lesbian community. So you cannot be like Alice in Wonderland and choose which facts you want and what you do not want. So in respect of this opinion poll, the 93%, the Ghanaian government has undertaken before the world body to protect those people. And we are arguing that this law will actually subject them to hate, etc. Now, Honorable Ayariga, I note that you are a member of this committee, so you will have the opportunity to read our memo in detail, where we detail chapter and verse what are the problems with the clauses. So we have not glossed over them. As you very well know, in the Constitution, there is no mention of public welfare. It talks about public health, public interest, and public morality. But public morality is in Article 164, and it is in relation to the freedom of the press and media. It is not in relation to other things. So even when human rights are being circumscribed, you have to show the public health and the public interest. And what we are trying to argue is that there has been no such demonstration. What is being proffered is completely out of proportion to whatever harm that is being said. I think I'm going to stop here. But also I find it amazing that we go to the most illiberal countries, Russia, Hungary, when it comes to these things. I think that part of Ghana has distinguished itself, and that is the beauty of our 1992 Constitution, which is very well balanced, respecting the rights to religion, to culture. But even if the opinion polls, and that was, I think, Honorable Ayene's question about the will of the people, we are saying that the will of the people must be expressed in conformity with the Constitution. If tomorrow the majority of Ghanaians wake up and they say that all left-handed people must lose their limb, will Parliament feel compelled to pass such a law? Thank you.
Thank you.